What's going on, Trade Syndicate family? What I'm going to be going over today is the breakdown of the trade that I took this week, CAD Swiss franc. I want to make sure that you guys get as much value as possible. If you guys were on my call earlier today, a couple hours ago, around like 3, you would have known how I've taken this trade. I wanted to bring something new to you guys, a strategy that you'll be able to use on a regular basis. So let me go ahead and get into it. So if we look here, right, let's go on the weekly really quick. Actually, let's go on the monthly, right? Let's see what overall trend we're in. And the trend we're in CAD Swiss franc, we are actually in this downtrend. So this is something that we want to keep in mind when we're trading the market, right? We are in this downtrend. So any buying opportunities are temporary. Okay, let me say this again. Any buying opportunities are temporary. So let's go down to the daily again. Right. So what I actually took was this buy, right? It's temporary. Literally a couple minutes ago, I took profit, 100% of my profit on this trade because I feel like it's gone its way and I feel like it's now getting ready to reverse potentially, right? Now, why did I take this buy from begin with? So if you look here at the zone that I actually drew out, we are in a major bullish engulfing area, right? Prices now broke out, retested, and now I was looking to take this buy. Mind you, we were in this bearish flag, which this is more of like a weekly or daily bearish flag here. I'm expecting to sell the market at any moment at this resistance level or at this trend line, right? Whichever one makes more sense, right? So I'm looking to take this trade to the downside very shortly. But I did see a potential buying opportunity. Like I said, I saw these bullish engulfing candles literally in the exact same zone, right? And we broke out of that zone. Anytime you get a breakout, you always get a retest. All right, so let's drop down to the 4 hour, right? This was our breakout. Now we have that retest here, which gave us that pattern that we were looking for, which is that bullish flag. Right now, it did give us that bullish engulfing candle, which I did see last week, but I was obviously looking at another pair, right? So this wasn't on my radar to take. But this week, I saw another bullish engulfing, which made me inclined to take this trade, right? My risk was around 25 pips. My reward actually was around 130, but actually took profit here around around 3%, right? This is where I took my profit right here around 3.13%. If you see that right there, I took profit around there, which is around 80 pips, right? So I took 80 pips of this trade because when I go down to the 1 hour, I see this actually reversing, right? I see this actually forming a ascending channel to the downside, right? I'm not actually interested in taking this trade because it's not at the top that I was saying before, but this is something that I am keeping on my watch list for a while, right? So, why did I specifically want to take this trade, even though this was going to the downside? So this bullish flag was very clean. That's one. The bullish flag was clean. The reason why I also took this trade is because I had another bullish engulfing after this bullish engulfing. So you guys would have took this bullish engulfing, then you would have got a bearish engulfing, and you would have been like, okay, price is about to reverse. No, price is just retesting this area that it broke out of, right? It's just retesting that area that it broke out of. So you always have to keep that in mind when you're trading, right? Price is retesting every 30 seconds. Okay, so price retested and then gave you a stall out here, right? Gave you a wicks here, letting you know that this was going to be engulfed, right? So when this got engulfed, I saw this as a I would say a valid trade. Why? Because I'm looking for this sell and I'm taking this buy, right? So this would definitely be a valid trade to the upside, and then I took it from there. Now, how did I trail my stop though? All right, so let's go ahead and put this here. All right, I want to go ahead and tell you guys how I trailed it. So what I did was my stop was here, right? And as price was coming up, I moved my stop accordingly, right? So I always move my stop on the 1 hour. So I trail my stop on the 1 hour, right? So this is how I trail my stop. This was my stop loss originally. As soon as price hit first TP is right here, right? So let's use a square. First TP is right here, right? So as soon as price reached first TP, I'd moved my stop to break even, right? And then my second TP was this high, right? As soon as price came to this high, as soon as price came to this high, I secured 50% of my profits, and then I moved. Then I trailed my stop even higher to around this area, right? And then when I saw this coming up, coming down, and then giving me this correction right here, when they started giving me this correction right here, I took profit around 3.13%, 3.13%, because I can see this coming down. Now, very well, this could just give us a bigger bullish flag, right? This could just give us a bigger bullish flag to the upside, right? Which is fine. I will be looking to take that if it actually happens. But I'm actually seeing this genuinely drop more, right? Because I'm seeing GBP Swiss franc one in the drop, GBP JPY, GBP USD one in the fall, and Euro GBP is going up. So I'm actually seeing all the Swiss francs falling, right? So I'm definitely seeing that to the downside. I see Swiss franc is strong, so it wants to actually go to the downside, right? So at this point, this is how I trailed and managed my trade. This is something that I want you guys to, keep in mind when you're trading. Trail your stops accordingly, right? Always manage your trade accordingly. I always like going over my trades that I take, so you guys can understand how exactly I take my trades. And maybe next week I'll go over trades that I actually lost on, so you guys won't just see all. So you guys won't see the wins all the time. You'll see the losses as well. So, like I said, you guys have an excellent trading week, and I hope you guys are doing well. Peace.